Oscar Wilde once said, "Success is a science. If you have the conditions, you will get the results." Welcome to McBain Moments. Alright everybody, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Manor. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Alright, success. A lot of people see success as something amorphous. Something that is attainable only to those who have been handed things, or something that only comes to a few people. And it's a myth. That thought process is a myth. And it's perpetuated by those who have failed in their ability to find their own success. Or they've decided that it's not worth their time. The truth is that success is in fact, as Oscar Wilde said, a science. In order for you to attain success, you must have certain conditions. And you might use that as evidence to say, oh, but you said that it's a myth. No, no, no. The conditions must exist. But what most people don't understand is they're the ones who create the conditions. The world around you doesn't do that. I mean, no, we don't exist in a vacuum, and things like economic collapse can definitely put a damper on things. But we are the ones who create the conditions for our own success. How's that? Well, number one, we decide what success looks like for ourselves. For some people, it's being a billionaire. For other people, it's simply getting really good at a particular skill. You know, being able to hit a target that's the size of a tack over and over without failure with a bow or a gun. Or being able to win every tournament that they get into in, I don't know, baseball. Success is different for each of us. We create those conditions. And then, after creating the condition of what is success to me, we create the conditions of our own success or failure. See, I'm a fencer. As a fencer, I need to be able to do well with the sword. To do that, I have to practice. If I practice once a week, I should not be upset if someone who practices daily is better than I am, because I have created the conditions for a certain level of success and they have created conditions for a higher level of success. Now, if I'm practicing daily and they're practicing weekly and they're still better than me, now I got to figure out why. What conditions do I have incorrect? Bring me to that level. And how do you do that? You talk to them. Talk to them. I can walk up to anyone that I see as successful and just say, hey, what got you where you are today? Tell me your story if you have the time. I don't ask them for anything else. I don't ask them for the secrets to the universe. Just, how did you do this? Now, some of them may say, look, I don't have the time to do this right now. And that's fair, because their time is valuable to them, just like your time is valuable to you. But a number of people, I think the vast majority of people, will be more than happy to at least share something with you. Because you're not demanding anything out of them, you're simply asking them a question. If you can provide value to them first, so much the better, because that shows that you're putting the effort forth, and maybe you've just hit a roadblock. I've said it before, there are several ways to get around something. You can go above it, you can go below it, you can go around it, and sometimes you have to go through it. And when you provide value to a person ahead of time, do someone a favor. And when they say, hey, thanks a lot, you say, hey, can I ask you a question? And make sure that trying to ask the huge questions doesn't always work. And in fact, it frequently doesn't because it's too overwhelming. Ask them little questions. Find one facet of something that you need and ask a question revolving around that facet. Develop a relationship. And not everyone is going to work well with everyone else. You may not work well with Johnny, but you may work well with Julie. So keep in mind that your own personality and the other person's personality will matter. Either way, it's you creating the conditions. You create the conditions, you will get the result. It may not happen in the time span you want, but the result will happen. The thing about time is most people expect things in short order. They view things with, well, I already see where that person is today. I need to get there quickly. But you're looking at the wrong target. You need to stop comparing yourself to someone else. Jordan Peterson says, compare yourself to where you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. And that is something that a lot of people have failed to do. They see where other people are. They say one of two things. One, I need to get there as quickly as possible without understanding all of the development steps it took to get there. And for a lot of people, that drives them. And that's good. Except they try to rush it and they make mistakes. The others say, well, I'm not there, so why do they have the right? Now, both thought processes are potentially toxic. The second one is absolutely toxic just from its root. But the first one is toxic insofar as you just see the result and say, I need the result, with not understanding the work that got you there. You don't understand the conditions that they created to get there. You just want to get there. And so, when you look to create the conditions for what you view as success, understand what you honestly think of as success, and then look, frankly, at what conditions you need to create to get there. And for the love of God, don't ever allow yourself to view another person's success as your own failure. Because we're all on different roads. If you want to get to where another person is, focus inward. This has been a McBain moment.